I still don't have it.
Fans had to be quiet. They couldn't cheer.
Oh, crap.
Bascom, Ohio, the site of tonight's regional semifinal matchup in Division 6 between the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains and the Archbold Blue Streaks. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Tommy Hall. We've got the Wizard Greg Kinn on the ones and twos, and we've got a big crew for you here tonight. Eric Hall's down on the sidelines along with Cooper Snyder, who's doing an action camera down along the sidelines. And we have two main cameras tonight, folks. Emma Maeglin on the left side camera and Donnie Hannam on the right side camera. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Blue Streaks have the possession after the kickoff return went to the 39-yard line. And a quick handoff is going nowhere as that Hopewell-Loudon front said, "You're not fooling us." This team knows a lot about deception, Tommy. When you talk about these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, they've seen a lot of different offenses this year. They've seen a lot of talented groups. But this Archbold Blue Streaks, they might be near the top.
Oh, absolutely. Two of the top teams in Division 6 colliding tonight for a chance to go on to the regional championship against number 9 Cary or unbeaten number 4 Paulding in next week's regional final. Welcome to the broadcast, folks. We're live and paywall free from Bascom, Ohio.
Blue Streaks drop back to pass, and a quick pass to the outside is incomplete. Maddox Pinter was trying to find his receiver, Colin Short, out along the right flat. Incomplete pass, broken up by Reese Hoover.
And just found Colin Short on that pass as Maddox Pinter coming in tonight. Just a ball of fire. The sophomore last week's performance carved up the defense for 221 passing yards and 2 scores. So you got to watch out for the young sophomore signal caller.
3rd and long. Not the kind of position you want to be in here if you're Maddox Pinter. 3rd down and 10. Drops back to pass. Slings it left side. Complete to his receiver. He came back.
I think he's there.
He should have the first down, and the extra effort will get him past the marker as he moves it up to midfield. And the Blue Streaks convert on 3rd and long. Tommy, these Chieftains, they've done pretty good this year on those 3rd and long situations. So I don't know if Archbold wants to be pushing that button too much tonight, but that's a big pickup right there.
Yeah, the Blue Streaks are definitely efficient in their first down and second down efficiency. Want to stay on schedule with that, be able to open up that balanced attack to keep this Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains team on its heels.
Maddox Pinter hands it off, right side, trying to find some running room, but there's nothing doing there. Aiden Ewald comes in to clean that one up. And a nice play. It was a nice looking play there and designed for Anderson Bentley, but not a whole lot of running room there as that defense sniffed it out quickly. And that was a hard hit at the end of that one, Tommy. And that's kind of what you want to do in the early going in these games. You want to make them feel it.
Oh, absolutely. When you got a high-quality machine like Bentley out there, you want to get those wheels taken off real quick.
2nd and 8. Pinter in the shotgun, and that's going to be a false start against Bentley, as he must not have heard the snap count in the huddle. So that'll move them back 5 yards. 2nd down and 13 coming up as they move the ball to the 47-yard line. Once again, Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here on a beautiful Friday night for football here at Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains Stadium. In this regional semifinal, the 2-seed Hopewell-Loudon, the host here tonight. Maddox Pinter slings it out left side, complete to his receiver, and Reese Hoover all over it. Comes up to make the stop right away. Colin Short with the reception, but a short gain sets up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we talk about that balanced attack and how this Hopewell-Loudon defense, they like to put you in a 3rd and distance situation, make it awkward, make it hard for you, and limit your play sheet.
Pinter brings a man in motion. Back to pass, over the middle, and that is batted down at the line. Nice play by Aiden Ewald. All conference on offense and on defense. The 2-8 player making his presence felt there on that first drive, Tommy.
Yeah, now you're going to force the punt here at midfield. As Hopewell-Loudon, they've been one of the stingiest defenses in this region, giving up 88 total points through 11 games.
And they get the punt away. That's a nice punt. What a beautiful punt there by the Blue Streaks, as this one's going to roll all the way down to the 2-yard line. But Tommy, if last week tells us anything about this Chieftains team, 98 yards just means, well, they're going to be on the field for a long time.
Yeah, they'll come in, they'll get their hard hat, and they'll pack their lunch. But, man, I tell you what, hopefully these Archbold Blue Flashes were able to get some good tape on these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, as they just have a bevy of weapons in the backfield.
Blue Streaks with a beautiful punt to pin them down at the 2-yard line. And that's where the Chieftains will take over. Jacoby Ellis in a pistol formation. They bring 2 men in motion on the right side of the formation. Ellis takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And they bull forward for a couple yards. As that one is Kellen Frankert on the carry. He was our player of the game last week. 3 first-half touchdowns for Kellen Frankert to lead the way for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains last week in their victory against Western Reserve.
Yeah, and you complement that with a guy like Brody Brookman, who also racked up 3 touchdowns. Again, Nate, you said it best in the write-up. If you focus too much on those 3s, you'll forget about the seniors, Jason Kramer and Jack Calatrulio, that just opens up that dimension to where, again, this Hopewell-Loudon offense, they can score on you in a hurry. We saw a lot of this last week, that jumbo formation into that read option.
They get a false start against the Chieftains. This one will be a half the distance penalty.
That could be a potent dose.
So they really only lose about 2 yards on the play. Second down and long, though, coming up. 2nd and 10 after the penalty. Moves the ball back to where they started, at the 2-yard line. Jacoby Ellis stands in the pistol formation, takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, slings it left side, complete. Nice. Calatrulio on the reception, and he's got it up to the 15-yard line, and that's a first down for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains.
Yeah, we got a flag down.
But we have a flag.
We talk about these Chieftains, they're able to hit you from anywhere. Ellis coming in tonight.
Coach is pretty upset about something down there. What's going on, Eric?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear Coach.
Ineligible receiver.
Yeah, I don't know. I might want to turn that mic down a little bit.
You got control of that, man.
Who was the ineligible receiver?
They're saying they had an ineligible man downfield, but I don't know who that would have been.
Yeah, and he's upset. He says, like,
yeah, where are they? There's nobody downfield. Everybody was within the line of scrimmage.
Well, they brought that jumbo set up once again. Who knows if that extra tackle that they brought up or that tight end went downfield.
So it basically moves the ball about a half a yard. 2nd and 11, 10 and a half to go. They're going to hand it off. No, they're going to fake the handoff. And now Brody Brickman is into the open. He's to the 20. Breaks a tackle to the 30, to the 40, to the 50. And he stiff arms the defender as he goes out of bounds. A 50-yard run by Brody Brickman to set up the Chieftains inside Blue Streaks territory.
You've seen Garrett Stem for Archbold turn on the Jets. As that one, again, one guy to beat. Stam comes over, number 16, and makes a huge play that could have went for more. As you see him just chase it down right there. But man, that was a 2nd and 11. Moves the chains and gets the Chieftains past midfield.
Kellen Frankert in the shotgun formation back there with him. There's running back Jason Kramer, I believe. Yes, Jason Kramer and Kellen Frankert in the backfield.
You got 4 hands down by Archbold, a 4-4 look. You're going to see them try to
fake it. Now Frankert's going to keep it, follows his blocks, and he's got it up to about the 42-yard line. That's
defense read that play, had the recognition. They knew that they were going to run out of that situation. That was a chance to get Archbold off on their heels and try to hit them with something downfield, but Nonetheless, Archbold stuck with their gun, brought the pressure up front. Brings up a 2nd and 6 now.
2nd down and 6, ball at the 42-yard line. Pistol set here for the Chieftains as Jacoby Ellis takes the snap. Hands it off, Kellen Frankert finds a seam up the middle, and he's got the first down past the 35 down to the 30-yard line.
That Swiss Army knife of the Chieftains, it's difficult to try to contain as a defense. They got you looking every which way. And before you know it, it's too late, and you got that Frankert train just running right through you.
Yeah, good luck. So that's a first down. First downs tonight brought to you by our friends at Greene's Plumbing and Heating. Jumped on with us this week, proud Hopewell-Loudon sponsor. Brody Brickman in the shotgun. Now he's going to keep it. Follows his blocks on the right side, but Blue Streaks do a nice job of setting the edge there, Tommy. I think that's going to be important here tonight for these Blue Streaks. They're going to have to find a way to set the edge.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you bring that, again, that extra, that jumbo formation to where you got those blockers on that read option, that outside, those outside zone plays. I mean, Hopewell has just been so lethal in their attack with that over the last couple weeks.
2nd down and 8. Ellis looks to the sideline. Back there with him, Kellen Franker. 4 wide receivers set. 1 man in the backfield. Ellis, quick pass, left side, complete. Nice reception there, as that is a beautiful little pitch and catch out to Evan Elric. And another first down for the Chieftains. First down brought to you by Greene's Plumbing and Heating. This instant replay brought to you by Yellowstone Landscape. Look at the beautiful angle there by our sideline camera. Cooper Snyder doing an excellent job down there tonight.
These Chieftains continue to drive.
1st and 10. Ellis fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, little bootleg, gets it out, complete to Calatrulio right at the sticks. That should move the chains. And these Chieftains, Tommy, I told you they started out at the 2-yard line. That just means they're going to be on the field for a while.
Well, the issue becomes, again, Archbold, they have such a strong secondary, and they're able to rally to the football. You know, they're able to make great reads. But if you're not getting that pressure up front, you're going to be in for a long night. It doesn't matter if you mix up or match your coverages. What happens down there in the trenches, that decides between a regional final appearance and cleaning out your locker on Monday.
That's right. 1st and goal. Brickman fakes the handoff, going to keep it, finds some running room up the middle, and he's got it down inside the 5. We'll mark him at about the 3. Picks up 3 on the carry.
Again, what a matchup we have for you. The winner of this will advance to the Division 6 Regional Championship to face either the winner of number 9 Cary or unbeaten number 4 Paulding in next week's regional final. And man, the hits just keep on coming.
Brickman, this time
Nice
hit in the
read.
backfield, and that is what you got to do if you're on defense tonight. Isaiah Gracia in the backfield coming in to make the play.
It just came off the edge there. No, came unblocked. Because what that formation does is you get up against that front 4, you chip block, you go up to the linebackers, get a block there. But when you have that strong safety almost in a linebacker situation, you come have him blitz off the edge there.
Dangerous.
Nice job.
This time out brought to you by our friends at Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse. I want to tell you about our friends at Wagner. I'm telling you, folks, this weekend is their open house. Now, if you know anything about the holiday season, you know that Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse is the destination to go if you're looking for holiday gifts or anything holiday related. But this open house really kind of sets the stage for the holiday season. I'm telling you, Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse, they've been your trusted local florist in Tiffin since 1847. Stop out and see the open house this weekend, Saturday 9 to 4. That's tomorrow, 9 to 4. And then on Sunday, noon to 3. That's Greenfield Street, 907 East County Road 50. Check out all the beautiful holiday gift option they have for everyone in the family at Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse. It's a real in-tight shot there. Brickman on the carry, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Hopewell-Loudon.
Just great blocking up front. Tried to bounce that off the B gap. Decided to redirect, finds the A gap, and is able to go in for the touchdown. And the Chieftains now will take the opening lead here in this one. And like you said, Nate, 98 yards. Put your hard hat on and go to work, boy.
Yeah, that just means that defense has got their work cut out for them. If they got the ball starting out at the 2-yard line, good luck. Kellen Frankert back to pass. Slings it into the end zone. He's got a man in the back. And the 2-point conversion is good. And the Chieftains jump out to an 8-0 lead. Tommy, they got the stop on defense. So they flipped the possession battle right now. They've got the stop that they needed at the start of the game. Now they get the ball back after halftime. And they've already put themselves ahead in the possession battle.
These Chieftains, they look like they're just picked up where they left off 1 week ago. As they continue a season where the Chieftains have outscored opponents 375 to 88 and allowed single digits in 8 of 11 games, Nate.
Unbelievable. These Chieftains are just dominant. And I mean, obviously, everybody looks at the score sheet. They look at that score for Hopewell-Loudon every week. They're averaging about 35 points a game, but I'll take a moment and thank these sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Yellowstone Landscape, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Greene's Plumbing and Heating, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Dewald Family Farms, Stacey Mowery with Key Realty, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, First National Bank of Sycamore, Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse, SS Cleaning Services, BD Diesel, Webster Industries, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors bringing you Hopewell-Loudon Football Playoff Edition right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Yeah, I was right. I didn't even see him, and he was a strong safety.
Black. Are we missing one? We're missing one of our main cams here. Donnie, I think your cable might be a little loose down there or something. Might want to check it.
Ryder Ryan on the
Bouncing in and
kickoff
out
return.
There we go. Ryder Ryan is a guy that, Tommy, when you look at the stat sheet, he pops. I mean, this is a guy that he kind of carries the load for this team. 126 carries, 1,129 yards, 15 touchdowns on the season.
Oh, I like that.
And he can tote the rock with the best of them. Over 150 yards on the ground last week against Seneca East. So he is a focal point for this offense.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns also.
Pick, no, almost an interception on the outside. I think our in-tight shots are just a little too in-tight. Like, we're not getting the line of scrimmage here. We're staying with that one a little. Not bad. That's all good. It's just we're not seeing the ball. Like, she's a little too far in sometimes. We're getting used to this, though. It's a new system, folks. We got 2 cameras here, so production work on the fly.
Oh, 2nd and 12
They're doing a great
now.
job here. 2nd and 12. 3 cameras. 2 overhead cameras, 1 on the sideline. Greggy trying to keep up with all 3 of them. Sling it out to the left, and it is complete.
That's a nice heads-up play by Pinter, the sophomore. Kid plays above his football IQ and makes a play like that where he's flushed out of the pocket, able to just dump it off, makes it a 3rd and manageable to where, again, he could be facing a 3rd and long situation against this defense of the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, who have just been unrelenting thus far.
3rd down and 5. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 back in the backfield. Maddox Pinter drops back, slings it over the middle of the field, and that is incomplete. Just a little too much mustard on that one as he was trying to find his intended receiver. Aranger Krieger.
That's a nice job by the defensive coordinator, recognizing that, putting 3 down hands and defending the pass. There was just no lanes to throw besides over top, Nate.
So the Blue Streaks are going to punt it away. And we got a flag that flies in before the snap, right at the snap. We'll see. I think it's going to be offsides against the Chieftains. That'll give the Blue Streaks first down.
Ooh, you can't be making week 1 mistakes here in week 13.
Well, I don't know who they called that one on, but that's going to be a rough watch in the film room.
If there's a film room.
That's right. That's right, Tommy. That's a great point.
You can't make these mistakes, especially at this level, especially when you're knocking on the regional final door, especially when you're trying to make it to that next step.
So they just gave the Blue Streaks an extra opportunity here, an extra possession. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Oh, look at this run.
Blue Streaks are unable to make anything happen on that one as these Chieftains string it out all the way out to the outside. Ryder Ryan had nowhere to go there, Tommy.
Ryder Ryan rode out of bounds there as he tried to break it outside. Nowhere to go. It's just a sea of red.
Blue Devils leading Paulding 7-0. That game in the second quarter. We have our own Kyle Holsinger over there for that one. The winner of this one will face off against the winner of that game.
7-0 ball game after Carey had an 11-minute possession.
Wow. 2nd and 12. They hand it off. Ryan on the carry, but I'll tell you, these Chieftains, Tommy, it's going to be tough sledding trying to get anything going in the run game tonight because
you're gonna have to win that battle up front first and allow Ryder Ryan to pick a lane, get some open opportunities, and that way when he gets past the line of scrimmage, then he can turn on the Jets.
Tommy, they're only allowing about 78 yards per game on the ground, these Chieftains on the season, and they have faced a gauntlet of a schedule. So to be able to put those numbers up, it's pretty impressive. It just means it's going to be tough sledding for Ryder Ryan here tonight.
Yeah, Archbold didn't have a picnic of a schedule either.
Pinner slings it out right side. That's Ryder Ryan on the reception.
Nice.
And he is brought down just past the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Short of the first down. And it's going to be 4th down and 4. So whoever made that mistake, Tommy, it looks like they're going to be okay. It's not going to be as big of a mistake as it could have been because the defense comes back and forces a 3-and-out.
Yeah, and I think if you get that ball up,
Brickman with the fair catch, signaled for at the 26-yard line. That's where the Chieftains will take over.
you're just unable to convert the first down after getting that huge penalty that gives you a fresh set. You get that ball past midfield and able to get a couple of fresh set of downs, that completely changes your thinking when you're making those 4th down decisions.
That's the end of the first quarter. Chieftains lead at 8-0 over Archbold. Step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Greene's Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, we take care of the systems in your home so you don't have to worry. With timely, experienced, and professional services, we're dedicated to meeting the needs of customers across the greater Tiffin region. From fixing your leaky faucet to installing quality heating and cooling systems, our focus is to prioritize your peace of mind. We care about your comfort at Greene's Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical.
Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here, Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains Stadium. Start of the second quarter sees the Chieftains lead at 8-0. They have possession after forcing 2 3-and-outs by the Blue Streaks to get the possession back. Started out at their own 25. Brody Brickman slings it down the right sideline looking for Calatrulio, and that's incomplete. Brickman didn't throw very many passes this year, Tommy, But when he did, he was pretty effective. Actually, I don't even think he threw one pass.
I was going to say, usually you keep that with the, you get to the dance with a little broadshed.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of trickery there, just a ugly thrown ball there. Keep Brickman with the ball in his hand and his feet moving. What he does best.
3 receivers here on the near side of the field. Kellen Frankert in the shotgun. They fake it. Now Frankert's going to keep it. Tries to Burrow's head forward. Picks up a few extra yards. Little HR shoving stuff at the end of that one.
I didn't like it.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to go down, I'll put you down.
By number 50, Joseph.
Bigger they are, huh? Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Eric Hall. He's down there along the sidelines tonight. Eric, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Calatrulio.
Yeah.
And this is an emotional night for him. You think about these seniors, it's their last night here at Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains Stadium, but specifically number 2, his boy, it's the last time he's going to play in a Chieftains uniform here in front of his home crowd. So
Yeah, and it's the emotion's coming out. You can see it. That means a lot. I mean, this isn't just a playoff game.
Confusion on the defense.
nice pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. Oh, Brickman unable to corral it. They had the defense guessing there, Tommy.
Again, defense forward and just unable to come up with what would have been just a huge reception. Oh, dang, and that brings up 4th. Oh,
that's a 3
even
and out
worse
by the Blue Streaks defense.
Kissing your sister bad.
And now the Blue Streaks, they've got to get something going on offense here, Tommy. They have had no success in the early going against these Chieftains as Kellen Frankert gets the punt away. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll get the Blue Streaks in really good field position. They'll start out, I think, at about their own 45-yard line. I think that's where it went out.
Well, through the first stand,
so good.
Like you've done this a time or two, but the first first stanza of action, all 3 phases, Hopewell-Loudon was just executing. There again, starting to unravel a little bit there with the ugly punt, setting up Archbold with great field position to start this drive, trying to answer back after an 8-0 lead.
I hear Skittles.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I hear Skittles.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Wasn't me.
Nah, it wasn't me.
Nah, man.
1st and 10, Blue Streaks. Ball at the 45.
Not gonna be watching me.
Maddox Pinner in the backfield. And actually, that is Ryder Ryan. A little Wildcat look here from the Blue Streaks. Just a few yards on the carry. Gain of 2 up to the 47-yard line.
Blue Streaks still trying to find a rhythm here in the early onset of the second quarter with 10:46 to go here in the first half.
Maddox Pinner in an empty backfield. 5 receivers.
Oh, look at this.
Pinner takes the snap.
Don't throw against
Chieftains
that.
bring 4, and they get pressure, and they bring him down in the backfield. Oh, Tommy, when you can bring 4 and you drop 7 back in coverage against the 5 receiver set,
Oh,
I mean,
my
it is
goodness.
just, that's a coach's dream right there. Just pin your ears back and go at it, boys.
Yeah, look at there, just everywhere on that field covered. Pressure gets to him before he can get to that first read, which was Anderson Bentley, the tight end. You just want to look for him right over the middle cross there, Nate.
Absolutely.
And it just, the Chieftains brought the pressure and had every other avenue just held down and defended.
3rd down and a mile. 3rd and 20 at the 35-yard line. Maddox Pinner back to pass. Steps up. Looking. Slings it over the middle. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Jack Calatrulio got his hands on that one. It was intended for Colin Short, but he was a little too short to get to that one, Tommy, as he needed to be about 6'6" to grab that.
Dangerous throw that could end your week 13 in a hurry. You got to be a little bit smarter with the football there, especially against throwing against 3.
They get the punt away. Calatrulio fields it like he's catching the ball over his shoulder. And he's got some running room here. He reverses field out to the 35, to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, and he is gone! 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Hopewell-Loudon! Jack Calatrulio. New Jack City takes it to the house.
And Calatrulio waited for some of his blockers to get there, and I'm not so sure the cleanup crew didn't get a little extracurricular there to where, again, you just see no laundry on the field, clean as can be. As
look at that beautiful replay.
Calatrulio.
Cooper Snyder along the sidelines. And a great job by our camera crew here tonight. All three of them doing an outstanding job here. The Chieftains on top 14-0, pending the point after.
On a cold Friday, November morning, all these Chieftains, they had their Carnation Instant offense for breakfast, as that one just, in a hiccup, has now extended this one to a 2-possession ball game.
Jacoby Ellis takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, slings it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Nice coverage on the play as Aranger Krieger breaks it up.
So
But the Chieftains lead at 14-0, Tommy.
It stays a true 2-possession ball game. 9:31 here in the first half, Nate. This is where you got to make something happen if you're the Archbold of Blue Streaks.
Let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at SS Cleaning Services. For Archbold, they've got to stay balanced tonight. Run and pass. Don't get too happy trying to run or trying to pass too much. You've got to stay balanced tonight. Keep the defense guessing. That's going to be important because, Tommy, if you remember, the only loss that Hopewell-Loudon had this year, Margaretta kept that defense guessing all game. And they've got to keep everything in front of them. That's the key for Archbold tonight. For Hopewell-Loudon, it's simple, Tommy. Stick to what they're good at. Establish the run, control the line of scrimmage, and stop the run. If you can run the ball and stop the run at this stage in the playoffs, you can go a long way.
A very almost mirror matchups in some ways. Getting to this regional semifinal that you're enjoying right here on Heart of Ohio Sport. Live and paywall free, but this 14-point lead, again, Nate, 9:31 remaining. If you're the Blue Streaks, you can't have an empty possession. You've already, outside of the penalty yardage, your last 2 possessions should have been a 3-and-out.
That's right. Chieftains set to kick it off. Aranger Krieger brings it back for the Blue Streaks. And he is wrapped up and brought down at the 30-yard line by the kicker. Ethan Link on the tackle.
Don't ever say that out loud.
Hey, he got down there quick.
Nothing against Link.
Nothing against Link at all. Yeah, he got down there quick. Uh-oh. Jaws. Eric. They're coming for you.
I know, it's so scary.
Spooky.
See?
Blue Streaks have the football at their own 30-yard line. Hand it off. Ryder Ryan trying to find some room off the left side. He does get the edge, and he picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards out of bounds. Right at about the 35-yard line.
He has the defense spread out enough to, again, force Archbold to have to stretch the field. But, man, when you turn those defenders in, the edge rusher inside, it makes finding the edge that much more easier and allows you to gain that 5 yards, which you thought would have been stopped back at the line.
I'm wondering if that was a play designed to go inside, and he just bounced that, Tommy. 2nd and 5. Maddox Pinner in the shotgun, hands it off. Ryder Ryan. No, he fakes the handoff. Nice deception there by Pinner. But I'll tell you who wasn't fooled on that one was Reese Hoover. All over it. Sniffed it out, made the play in the backfield, loss of 1. Reese Hoover's been making some big plays here tonight.
That got me down here. I was right here in front of it, and it got me. So that was a nice.
A little bit of deception there. They run that jumbo to the strong side of the field and then just pass it back over to where very few defenders would be. But, oh, what a play.
Shotgun formation here for the Blue Streaks. 3rd and 6. Pinner slings it out left side, complete. That's Krieger on the reception. but he goes backwards.
Yeah, that ball.
Trying to pick up the extra yardage. They're going to give him the forward progress up to the 40-yard line, even though, Tommy, it looked like he was trying to fight back toward the line. Might have lost a yard there, but they're going to give it to him quickly back to the line are the Blue Streaks.
Yeah.
It looked like he fell
We
forward.
can't challenge it, so I don't know why they're in a rush, but still.
Ryder Ryan on the carry. And he is tripped up at the line, but found some running room on the right side of that line, Tommy. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, hat on a hat there by the Blue Streaks. I tell you what, that ball on that third down conversion, that's got to come out a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Like you said, it forced him to come back for that, and they gave him the forward progress when he dropped back 3 yards to catch it.
Second down and 4.
You win some, you lose some.
Shotgun formation. Maddox Pinner takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right.
Look at that.
Looking, slings it down the left sideline, puts it up for grabs. Oh, what a catch by Ryder Ryan! The defense caught sleeping on that one, Tommy, because I'm telling you, they had 2 guys in position to make the play.
I don't know. I just think Ryder Ryan wanted that one more against 2 defenders, against double coverage. How does Ryder Ryan come up above these 2 tall towers and make that catch?
They got him on the wheel route.
5'11".
And now they're inside the red zone here. Maddox Pinner, quick pitch, left side. Ryder Ryan trying to find some running room, but he is strung out of bounds. Might have picked up a yard or 2, but that's about it.
And as the game goes on, sometimes you want to take advantage of the over-eagerness, the overzealousness of the defense. Let them come. Again, get your block, and if they're going to try to pursue that fast, take a quick second. Let them jump.
Second down and 11. They actually lost a yard on that one. Ball marked at the 18-yard line. Maddox Pinner in an empty backfield here. They bring a man in motion. That's Ryder Ryan. Pinner looks to the left, slings it left. That's Krieger on the reception. Nice move in the open field to break the tackle. And Krieger has him close to a first down to the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 6, maybe the 7? Yeah, about the 7-yard line.
A little shake and bake move there. Not the 6, 7-yard line.
I was waiting for somebody to catch that one.
Right now, all the kids tuning in on YouTube, they're going nuts in their living room.
Third down and about a yard. Little power set here. Everybody in tight. Handoff to the tailback. And he's going to be stood up right at the line. I think he should get the first down.
Yeah, I was going to say it. He got the line to gain, then was pushed back.
Nice pickup there by Ashton Stuckey, senior.
So they give him the first down here. Brings up 1st and 5, 1st and goal.
Blue Streaks come out in a shotgun formation. 4 receiver set. 3 trips bunched here on the left side. They bring a man in motion. Pinner fakes the handoff, going to roll to the right, finds some running room, and he is into the end zone. Maddox Pinner runs it in from 5 yards out on 1st and goal from the 5. And the Blue Streaks get on the board here with 4:57 left to play in the second quarter.
And the football IQ shows once again that brain over brawn. As you see the sophomore quarterback just kind of turns that one back up inside, splits through the defenders. What a nice heads-up play to get the Blue Streaks back in this one.
And the extra point attempt is up, and it is through. And it's a 7-point ball game. A 1-possession game here with 4:57 left to play in the first half.
Having such a difficulty with that Blue Streaks. Thought only Sandusky was ridiculous enough to have that name.
take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here, broadcast this game live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Yellowstone Landscape, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Greene's Plumbing and Heating, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Dewald Family Farms, Stacey Mowery with Key Realty, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, First National Bank of Sycamore, Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse, SS Cleaning Services, BD Diesel, Webster Industries, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors bringing you high school football right here in this regional semifinal on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Nate, you want to take a look at one of our player spotlights?
I was just about to say, let's take a look at our player spotlights, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics, one of our proud sponsors here, a legacy sponsor here with us. Start out on the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains side with Jack Calatrulio, senior, 38 receptions, 584 yards, and 8 touchdowns on offense. And then on defense, in the secondary, he locks it down, 23 tackles, 3 interceptions, and a forced fumble on the year. That's one half of our player spotlight, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. And we had a flag fly in at the end of that play. Brody Brickman on the return for the Chieftains. We'll see what the flag is here.
Vicek Orthodontics player spotlight. Now, that's a tasty boy and very informative.
Yes. I love the graphic Greggy came up with. Took him from a play, like a video, and then animated him into the picture that we took in the media day, in the preseason. This penalty is going to go against the Chieftains. So that's going to back him up. I'm going to put the ball back at the 15-yard line. So some miscues here in the early going from Hopewell-Loudon, not what we're used to seeing from this Chieftains team, as they have played some pretty disciplined football here in this 2025 campaign. Brody Brickman stands in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it off the left side. He's got some running room. Brickman has it up to the first down, breaks a tackle. Oh, what a break! What a broken tackle. You want to talk about a truck stick? That was a truck stick right there, folks. Ran right through his face. What a run by Brody Brickman.
Oh, boy. Hits the right stick. Get his team good chunky yardage.
Take a look at the other player spotlight.
On the Archbold side, our player spotlight shines on Morgan Harris for the Blue Streaks. 39 receptions, 728 yards, 9 touchdowns. And on defense, 17 tackles and 7 pass breakups. They don't throw to his side very often. And this time, Chieftains sling it out. What was that, a little quick pitch to Brickman for no gain. Bobbled it in the backfield. Actually lost a yard. Second down and 11 coming up. Morgan Harris. Doesn't that sound like a name from Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
Sounds like a mortgage company.
Or a law firm. Morgan and Harris. Second and 11. We're down to 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Kellen Frankert stands in the shotgun by himself, and he's going to keep it. Find some, not a whole lot of running room there as that Blue Streaks defense shut it down in the middle. Filled the gaps quickly there, Tommy.
Yeah, they you hit the nail on the head there. They filled the gaps quickly. They had a brief moment of daylight, but I think the high snap there kind of brought a little bit of hesitation and closed that window up to where the running back unable to find any daylight. Nice stop by the Blue Streaks.
Got a confirmed score from Barry Robinson here. Colonel Crawford leading Centerburg 14-0 in the second quarter. Centerburg. Third and 11. Jacoby Ellis back to pass, and another flag flies in. And this one's a false start against the Chieftains. So somebody got an early start there.
5-yard penalty.
You know what I said to Nate earlier, Tommy? I said, you call them the Blue Streaks despite the fact that they're yellow.
Yes.
It was an interesting formation on defense by the Blue Streaks there. When the jumbo set came out, you saw almost like that strong safety come down, and then they brought the Sam linebacker around to the other side off the edge. That's going to be something to keep an eye on.
Giving them some different looks here. 3rd and long, 3rd and 16. Ellis back to pass. They bring pressure. They set up a screen here. And a nice play by the Chieftains, Brody Brickman. And he could go to the 30, to the 20, and he's out of bounds inside the 20. Brody Brickman, another big play on 3rd and 16. Tommy, I think that went for about 50 plus again.
And discretion being the better form of valor as he steps out of bounds there instead of getting cleaned up on the sideline. Got the job done. Chieftains on the move here. Look at this.
You got to wonder if Coach told him, like, hey, don't be doing that on the side. Don't take those extra hits on the sideline. Just go out of bounds. I love it. Lipsick takes the lead over Pandora Gilboa, 8-7. That's in the second quarter. Update from Barry Robinson. 1st and 10 Chieftains, ball inside the 20 in the red zone at the 18. Ellis hands it off. Up the middle, Kellen Frankert. Another first down for the Chieftains. First down's brought to you by our friends at Greene's Plumbing and Heating.
Archbold is trying to bring that pressure, but I'm telling you this much, arm tackling is not going to get the job done against the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. As you see him just shed 3 defenders there.
See, we got a comment here. Somebody said that the Blue Streaks is inspired by the Sandusky Blue Streaks.
That's pretty cool.
So Archbold just liked the name, I guess, huh?
I like that.
Yeah, take another look at that replay after this, unless they score a tutty here.
3 receivers set, shotgun formation for Kellen Frankert. Frankert stands in the shotgun by himself. Takes the snap, a little head fake, and he is into the end zone easily. Kellen Frankert from 6 yards out puts the Chieftains back on top by 13. It's 20-7 Hopewell-Loudon with 1:53 left to play here in the first half.
12-minute quarters, you get 48 minutes to win this ball game. I'm telling you this much, unless you can come up with an answer on how to stop this Hopewell-Loudon offense that continues to have long sustained drives that end up in points, you're going to be in for a long night. The Archbold did a nice job on their last possession with the ball. They were able to move it almost with a little bit of ease. This defense has to shore up now.
Ellis slings it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and Kellen Frankert with the concentration tips it up into the air and snags it with 2 hands to put the Chieftains up by 15.
And when you're up 2 scores, you know, again, you don't want this one to turn into a shootout down the stretch. Archbold can't afford that. So with 1:53 left in the half, you got to make the most out of this possession, try to answer back, and then once again, keep this one back to a 1-possession game going into the locker room.
Well, like you said, Tommy, the Chieftains are going to get the ball back after halftime, so Blue Streak's got to make something out of this possession because the most important 8 minutes in football are the middle 8. The last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. Right now, the Chieftains are winning that first part. Now, they get the ball back after halftime. Let's see what they're able to do. But these Blue Streaks, this is so important for them to be able to try to get that momentum back before they go into the locker room.
That's very insightful and on the money, as, again, that's where it's decided. You play a full 48 minutes, but you cannot allow momentum to become a factor in this regional semifinal. You got to be able to answer back, and you got to be able to go blow for blow against one of the top teams in the state. That's why you're in this regional semi.
Link kicks it away. Blue Streaks fielded at the 18-yard line. Krieger on the return. He brings it back to about the 30-yard line. That's where he'll be brought down. Blue Streaks will start out at their own 29 with 1:46 left to play here in the first half, and they trail it by 15. Make sure you stick around for our halftime show brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. Folks, they are the Adventure Driving Academy is the premier student driving instruction company in your backyard. Visit AdventureDrivingAcademy.com to start your journey today. Adventure Driving Academy, your adventure starts here. Maddox Pinner on the carry, picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards, up to about the 35. That's what you need on first down. But now you need some hustle.
Blue Streaks that need to adventure on this drive because they ain't got a lot of time to do it.
Pinner back to pass, slings it out, complete. Nice catch and a nice play after the catch. Anderson Bentley on the reception. First down for the Blue Streaks.
The clock will start as soon as they move the chain.
No, it's not. It's home cooking, Tommy. That clock still kept rolling.
Oh, no.
Pinner back to pass. Now he's going to step up, take off, and run for it. Ooh, nice shake and bake in the open field. Left a couple of broken ankles out there, Tommy. Had him looking like the Thriller dance midfield.
Pinner giving every podiatrist a whole new crop of patience there.
And they'll move the ball down to the 34-yard line. Timeout called. Timeouts are brought to you by our friends at Wagner, Flowershop, and Greenhouse. I'll tell you about our friends at SS Cleaning Services. Shelby Sauber, a proud Hopewell-Loudon alumni, has earned a reputation as one of the area's top residential and commercial cleaning pros. Whether it's your home or a job site, SS Cleaning Services is the call to make when you need it done right, and you just don't have the time to do it yourself. Skip the hassle and let SS Cleaning handle the dirty work so you can stay focused on what matters.
And I was just about to sing the praises of Maddox Pinner going into this 2-minute offense, trying to drive downfield. I wouldn't want the ball in anybody else's hand but him for that reason. Look at this. Pinner giving Archbold, bringing the paddles out to this drive with less than a minute left.
Maddox Pinner rolls to the right. Now he looks left. He's going to sling it down the middle of the field. He's got a man in the end zone, and it's broken up. What a play in coverage by Lucas St. Gregory.
Great read on the ball, great throw, everything that you need besides the hands of a great defender who got in there and made a tremendous play when it mattered most. With 52 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That was good stuff.
As George Strait would say, you'd like to have that one back, Greg.
Empty backfield, second and long. Maddox Pinner. H-back on the left side of the formation. Back to pass. Steps up, slings it over the middle, complete. Nice catch by Colin Short. And he's going to be inside the red zone, though. Mark it at the 19. 42 seconds left and counting here in the first half.
Moves him in. One guy drags, the other one curls.
Pinner back to pass. A little crossing route over the middle, and they got a man into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Streaks. Morgan Harris from 19 yards out. And the Blue Streaks. Tommy, we said it. This possession was so key for them. They had to get it into the end zone.
Oh, what
they come away with a touchdown here.
What a way to answer by the Blue Streaks. I tell you what, this Maddox Pinner, 6-foot sophomore, and he just plays at the next level. I'm telling you, this kid is impressive.
Quinn Sauter knocks through the extra point. On the season, he is now 44 of 48 on extra point attempts. They scored a lot of touchdowns, Tommy. Folks, this is going to be a great ball game. You're going to want to buckle up, get your popcorn, grab yourself something to eat. Settle in. This one's going to be a great ball game between these two.
Well, I'm loving every minute of it. Live on paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. 31 seconds remaining after Archbold was able to answer back in a hurry. Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Went all the way down and scored a touchdown to chop away at this deficit.
Now, if you're Archbold here, do you even kick it deep? Would you just kind of squib it and try to get it in the hands of one of these up men and try to keep it out of the hands of any of those guys back there? We got
We already had one kick return tonight, right?
Punt return, yeah.
But still, I mean, special teams showing how strong they are here over in Bascom.
It's always rolling the dice, especially with how efficient Hopewell-Loudon's been with the football from anywhere that they put it on the field. But the squib kick goes up and over the head of the
Chieftains
return team.
Mishap on the handling there, but they do end up falling on top of it at about the 15-yard line. So that's going to answer my question, Tommy. I was going to ask what were they going to do here. That we know what they're going to do. They're going to kneel on the ball and go to halftime. Now, if that would have been a better return, set them up maybe at the 35, 40-yard line, it would have been a question. But with the ball at the 15, they're going to come out here in a...
Yeah, there's about 4 things that can happen to you here, and 3 of them are bad. So
that's right.
Yeah, you go ahead and take the knee here.
And so Ellis will take a knee, and we will head to halftime with the Chieftains on top 22-14 over the Archbold Blue Streaks, and they will get the possession coming out of the halftime break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got the halftime show coming up next, brought to you by our friends at Adventure Driving Academy, and the marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music. That's coming up next right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports.
More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports.
Since 1847, Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. At Yanich Oral Surgery in Marion, they specialize in dental implants and advanced oral care, all in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Restore your smile. Renew your confidence. Visit YanichOralSurgery.com.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
released in 2013, originally written by One Republic's Ryan Tedder on a bus in Chicago, Ellie picked up the discarded song and took it to a #1 on the UK charts in 2014. An inspiring song about lighting a fire to move us to greatness. Here is Burn. Tonight's playoff show was a Disney action movie theme from 2003. For just a moment on a chilly Ohio night, let this music transport you to a warmer eve in the briny Caribbean Sea. The salty air and mist from waves crashing against the side of a wooden hull. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean, of course.
gentlemen, please welcome the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains marching band to the field. Tonight we honor the legacy of the one and only King of Pop. Get ready to moonwalk your way through music history with the Hopewell-Loudon Marching Band. Before the moonwalk, before the gloves, there was a young Michael Jackson filling hearts with Jackson 5, becoming the band's first #1 hit. We will now play I Want You Back. With one spin, one glove, and one moonwalk, Michael Jackson didn't just perform, he mesmerized. Another chart topper, here is Billie Jean. With a red jacket, a chilling laugh, and a cinematic music video, Thriller redefined what music could be. Tonight we summon that spirit. With choreography by senior Emily Flores, we will now conclude our show with Thriller. Remember, it's only a halftime show. Or is it?
go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Performance sponsor, Forte Music. But without further ado, folks, it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the ball game. It's time for the wise words of Nostradamus.
Time for me to learn how to turn the road on when we come back.
Whoa!
We're good to go.
Well, I have peered into our crystal ball, and man, what a first half in action to set up what's going to unfold here in the second half, as the Chieftains with a 22-14 lead. But man, I tell you what, the way that this Archbold team likes to respond, especially under the signal caller Maddox Pinter, being able to rally back with less than 2 minutes in that first half to get this back within a manageable score. Here in the second half, you're going to need more out of Maddox Pinter putting this team on his back and getting some of these playmakers involved like Ryder Ryan and really start getting his game underway with the run game. That way you can take some pressure off of him and open up that passing game that's been effective downfield to give you 14 points here tonight. But if you're the Chieftains, you got to clean up those first half mistakes. Week 1 mistakes won't get you to week 14. And for these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, you just got to put your foot on their neck, put your foot on the gas, and get downfield and continue to put points on the board and try to extend this lead to reach that regional championship next week.
Well, as for their opponent, whoever wins this game, they're going to face the winner of Cary and Paulding. Right now, the Blue Devils lead that one at halftime. I believe I saw the last score was 21-0. And I have an update from one of our watchers, one of our viewers here, Michael Cole. Cary game, Paulding only had 14 total yards in the first half. That's not surprising, folks. That Cary Blue Devils team, not only do they show up defensively, Tommy, but with their offensive attack, their whole goal is to keep the other team's offense off the field.
And it's going to be a long 24 minutes to answer that question, as the Chieftains, again, they cling on to this 22-14 point lead. They'll get the ball to start this half, as they knelt the ball at the end of the first half to go into the locker room with that 22-14 lead, with Archbold having all of the momentum going back into the locker room.
I'm sure I got a towel around here somewhere, but I don't know where.
My notes will soak it up.
We're ready to start the second half here. Blue Devils kick it off, a little onside kick. And Chieftains wisely fall right on top of it.
Yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel, especially down the stretch when your season's on the line.
Head on a swivel. That kid's helmet needed some paint on it.
That was a heads-up play there by Braylon Ramirez. I almost caught myself by saying Braylon Martinez, but no, Braylon Ramirez. Martinez has been around these parts in a while. He graduated after last year, I believe.
Showing our age.
Yeah. Kellen Frankert is going to keep it up the middle. Not a whole lot of running room there. No gain on the play. Second down with the ball at the 46-yard line. Chieftains. Tommy, that quarterback sneak play is kind of it's the base of this offense. You know, they're going to work off of that. And you've seen these Blue Streaks are starting to adjust. They're starting to pick up on that. And they're starting to read their keys a little better on that one. 2nd and 10. Kellen Frankert in the shotgun. Rolls to the right. Looking. Slings it. He's got a man. That's Colatrulio at the 40. Breaks a tackle. And Colatrulio down to the 30-yard line. Beautiful. And just pitch and catch.
And just as I suspect, they kind of bring that linebacker onto the outside to account for anything that might come to that edge. And you leave one guy in cover one, and you expect him to get onto the far side of the field. You see it here, Greg. Just one guy having to cover all that field. And Colatrulio makes you pay for it.
So first down for the Chieftains. That first down brought to you by our friends at Greene's Plumbing and Heating.
Now's the time of year to really think about those things, too.
Kellen Frankert going to keep it up the middle.
The plumbing and heating taken care of before the real cold gets here, guys. I was just thinking about how we're lucky that we're in the pretty much almost middle of November here now, and we don't have icicles on our fingers yet.
Well, we're lucky that it's not how cold it was earlier this week when I came over here for an interview with Coach Colatrulio. It was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah, there was a day that I was like, I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah. I think it was Tuesday. I came over here on Wednesday for the interview, but yeah, just bitter cold. But thankfully, warmed up quite a bit for tonight's game.
It's
2nd and 5.
It was last week.
What's that, Eric?
It's better here. It's better tonight than it was last week.
Oh,
here.
absolutely. Jacoby Ellis in a pistol set, hands it off. Jason Kramer, the ball carrier, spins out of a tackle, falls forward for a couple yards, gets up, picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards. He's close to the first down marker.
Defense seemingly a little trepidatious in their pursuit there. They didn't really get much pressure, and the linebackers kind of just stood there. Brings it to a really third and a cat's breath here. 3rd and 1.
3rd and a whisker.
And a whisker. Brody Brickman in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to keep it. Tries to find the first down marker. I think he's going to be short, Tommy. I think he's going to be just about a half yard short.
Or did he extend enough?
Looks like Cody Barker.
No gain, so that but I mean, you're on the other side of the 50 here, and if you're Hopewell-Loudon, and that's a 4-down territory.
Well, and I think these Blue Streaks are they're starting to pick up on this lead blocker on that quarterback look. They're just not even bothering with the lead blocker, Tommy. They're going right by him.
Well, I tell you what, 8:48 remaining here in this third quarter. You might be witnessing the play of the game here. A huge 4th and 1 situation. Archbold, if they're able to come up with a stop, this could change the complexion of this one early on in the second half.
I think we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, you're going to see what they bring out on the field at you first.
Actually, that's a timeout by Hopewell-Loudon as the Chieftains want to talk things over after seeing what the Blue Streaks showed him on defense there.
Well, we got this timeout, Nate, and I want to just take a moment to touch on something you talked about in the preview. Some of these kids last time being on the field here tonight, here's some of the seniors for Hopewell-Loudon. Last time they'll get to play down here in the Valley.
A lot of names that we've been calling for a long time down at this field. Tommy, Jack Calatrulio, Evan Elric, Ethan Link, Eli Benner, Lucas St. Gregory, Jason Kramer. Had a chance to coach that young man. Isaiah Hook, Mason Reinhardt, Scott Turco, Aiden Smith, and Aiden Ewald coached him as well. So
we had, I think there was 3 more seniors that we unfortunately didn't have pictures for. They must have not been there picture day. But
I don't know if they were there for media day, but we did not have their pictures. So unfortunately, we didn't have their pictures, but we'll give them some shout outs here as well.
Just wanted to make sure we took a little moment to recognize that.
4th and 1.
Yeah, and if you're a Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, you don't want those senior shout outs at this moment.
Oh, and they got an offsides on the Blue Streaks. And that'll be a free 5 yards. And Tommy, that's the kind of mistake you can't have if you're trying to come back in this one.
No, you sing the praises of the composure and the mental acuity of this Blue Streaks team. And on a 4th and 1, the play of the game, you shoot yourself in the foot and fall for the hard count.
Isaiah Gracia called for the infraction off the outside.
After they just took a timeout. How do you gotta pick up on these things?
I think that was Wyatt Garricky. Sorry, my apologies for that one. 1st and 10. Ellis looking. Little double move into the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Woo!
Nice coverage on the play.
The incomplete almost was IN.
Wait a second. What's the call here?
I don't know what they're shouting about.
Yeah, I don't know what they were getting excited about down there, but Eric, you got any insight for me down there? What's going on? Why are they so excited?
Oh, it was on his back. Look at this, guys.
Yeah, they were calling for a touchdown.
Take a look here. Hold on. I'm gonna hit the replay again. The ball is knocked out, but it lands on his back. It never hits the ground, really.
Oh, that should be a touchdown.
Yeah.
He put both hands on his back.
Put him behind his back.
That should be a touchdown.
Yeah, he's still got to secure the possession, though.
I mean,
you're on the ground. If you have 2 hands on it, yeah, you're right, though, Tommy. You do have to secure it. That's a good point.
They're going to call that dead if it's just sitting there.
2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. Kellen Frankert. He's got the ball down inside the 10.
Man. Yeah, I think I was about a cat's breath away from being a touchdown on that one. Like I said, if he was able to secure that one for another second, that was a touchdown for sure.
Just one of those things. Could have been called either way.
Would have been
but so I mean, a miraculous touchdown play taken away just because the unclear possession that kind of had all of us fooled here. But there ain't no fooling.
Yeah, they knew it was
that rush attack.
But was that enough for to move the chains?
That should be enough. It will move the chains. And these Chieftains have taken this opening possession here in the second half, Tommy, and driven the ball. I mean, they started out at their own 45, but they've taken a lot of time off the clock, over 4 minutes off the clock here on this drive. Methodical approach here, and they got 1st and goal.
You just take away those bites at the apple from the Blue Streaks yourself by continuing to put long, sustained drives together and extending this lead.
Frankert takes the snap, and it keeps it right side, picks up a couple. So they're going to say no gain on the play. So stopped him right at the line.
It absolutely becomes a game of possessions at this point, especially when you have that over a touchdown lead. That becomes paramount because, again, you have to make up so much real estate and so many points down the stretch that when you have a 8-minute drive, kind of takes away those opportunities to catch that back up.
2nd and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. Inside of 7 minutes to play in the third.
This Chieftain squad's just so good at running their game and running it at their pace.
Brody Brickman keeps it right side. He finds a crease, and he's going to be brought down just short of the goal line. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, we're going to mark that one at. Yeah, that's just short. But what's that, Tommy? Cat's breath?
Cat's breath, baby toe, whatever you want to throw out there.
Got to get out the index card, see if we got a touchdown on that one.
The index card? They still even carry those anymore? 3rd and goal, ball at the 1. Brody Brickman in the shotgun by himself.
That was early.
High snap.
Oh, he got stood up.
And that defense stands tall and comes up with the stop at the 1 yard line. They might have actually lost a yard on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you even get the early push here and you get stood straight up. I don't get that.
Yeah, I think they might have lost a yard
man.
on that one. 4th and goal from the 2 yard line. And now here's the question, Tommy. They do have a field goal kicker. You go up by 2 scores here, or if you give the ball back to the Blue Streaks, they got to go 93 yards. But
it's so tempting when you got 2
they
yards.
get the momentum here. You don't want to give up that momentum.
I always say, though, in these situations, time to be a man.
4th and goal.
Separates the men from the boys here.
Brickman takes the snap, follows his blocks, stood up, dropped. The Blue Streaks come up with the stop.
The stop they needed.
And the Chieftains just could not get the push up front.
The 4th and 1 scenario that Hopewell-Loudon had faced, the penalty caused by Archbold gave them that fresh set of downs as Hopewell drove into the red zone. And right there, when you need that play, when you needed that play on that 4th and 1, you come up huge on a goal line stand here deep in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. But now the Blue Streaks have it, and they start out at their own 3 yard line. And now they got to do something here, Tommy. Pinner hands it off. Ryder Ryan, the ball carrier. And he got a big gain there. Good for about 6.
Man,
that's
all
breathing room right there. Yep.
That's what I tell you guys. My apologies on that one, too. I didn't even get the replay because I was watching all 3 camera angles. When they stood him up at the goal line, it was just too exciting. I was like, which one to go to? Everybody's just losing their mind.
Nice job by Ryder Ryan, getting Archbold out of the shadow of their own goalpost and to give them some real estate to work with.
2nd down and 3.
Opens up the playbook now.
Maddox Pinner surveys the defense out of the shotgun all by himself. 4 receivers set, H-back on the right side. Pinner takes the snap. He's going to keep it. And the defense comes up with a stop right at the 1st down marker. They'll call him about a yard short. So 3rd and a yard coming up here.
Was it drawn up that way?
I don't know. I'm going to check in with our sideline reporter here in a minute because he is in the thick of it down there on that Hopewell-Loudon sideline. And I got to get the energy. I got to feel what's going on down there right now because there's got to be some anxiousness, a little bit of nervousness going on down here.
Yeah, man, it's crazy being down here in the thick of it right now.
3rd down and 1. They hand it off. Ryder Ryan looks like he's got the 1st down. He'll pick it up. They needed a yard. They got 2.
Oh, my goodness. Momentum starting to swing. Archbold gets another fresh set of downs to try to chip away at this deficit with 3:30 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, Nate.
Somebody from the class of 1958 just went, whoo! I know that logo.
Obscure logo is one of my favorite things.
Some people only like one, Greg.
Yeah, well.
Pierce.
1st and 10.
Whoa.
Low snap. Rolls into the running back, Ryder Ryan. He gets it and ends up making something out of it, but they still end up losing a few yards there.
Yeah, watch that one. Just boink, boink, boink. Luckily, it rolled right to him.
Eli Benner able to string it out, and the defense cleans it up.
And you're trying to capitalize a little bit. You still got a little bit of a wet field down there. As a center, you could take your time and make sure that ball is cleaned off.
We got a wet field, Eric?
Yeah, as it got cold down here, man, it started getting a little more slick.
So 2nd down and long, 13 yards to go. Maddox Pinner drops back to pass. Slings it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for Colin Short across the middle. Little slant route there, Tommy, but the timing wasn't there because the receiver had a step. If he put it on him, that's probably good for at least 10, maybe 12 yards.
And I tell you what, I mean, you're like a sitting duck when you're facing a 2nd and long, a 3rd and long against this Hopewell-Loudon defense, as they just pin their ears back and get after you at that point. Very difficult team to convert on 3rd and long against.
3rd down and 13. They need to move it past the 25 to convert here. Pinner, back to
drop
pass,
7.
slings it left side, and it's incomplete. Excellent coverage on the play, once again, by senior defensive back, Luca San Gregory. He's made some plays tonight, Tommy.
You got some speed and you got size on that front to where, like you like to point out, they drop back in the coverage. There's no soft spot to throw into.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Eric Hall, after this punt here. As the Blue Streaks get the punt away, it's a low line drive.
Oh, he's got to chase it.
Going to take a roll, and Chieftain's just going to let it roll all the way down to about the 43-yard line. That's where they'll start out with it.
Dang.
But Eric, a little bit of nervousness down there after that 4th and goal. What's it like?
Yeah, there was a couple times I had to hide the microphone because there was some language going on behind me. Yeah, man, being down there is crazy. The fan base down here is so passionate, and can't let some of that passion be on the air. But
yeah, exactly. Maybe a little too much passion for the air. Yeah.
But man, take a look around. There's nowhere to even stand all the way around the field.
There's nowhere to sit in the stands, and then you look around the field, and it's packed all the way around the field, too.
Yep, they're all the way up on the hill up here. They are packing the entire facility here.
1st and 10, Chieftains. Ellis set up a little screen here for Frankert, and they got the defense once again on that screen, Tommy. And Kellen Frankert is into the open and all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Tommy, that screen.
You gambled at the wrong time. We
got a flag down here around the 25-yard line.
You brought the house on that play, and they fooled you with that screen, and they were able to burn. You're lucky that it go for a touchdown. I can't believe
they'll still get the first down, but
Archbold was able to.
Nate, I want to know why you, for a moment there, when you were talking to Eric, why you turned into Donald Trump. You said, a lot of nervousness on the
sideline. A lot of nervousness.
You go back and
there's definitely a lot of nervousness right now.
You listen to yourself on that one. That's great. You said, a lot of nervousness.
I said I didn't agree with that penalty. It was a terrible penalty.
Terrible call.
That's a terrible call. One of the worst calls I've ever seen.
The worst.
Yep, like Nate said, though, nonetheless, still get the first down, but not quite down inside the 5-yard line like last. But they ended up with that one, but.
1st and 10, Chieftains, ball at the 35. Kellen Frankert, the ball carrier, keeps it up the middle.
Just nut.
Those long striding legs, he just looks like he's running half speed.
Well, they have to respect that little leak by the running back there, Tommy. They had to give him a look in the backfield. That takes the defense's eyes away from the action, which is right in the middle of the line.
And then they just get peeled open like an orange, giving Frankert just all the room to run all over this Archbold Blue Streak defense. And, that's been the story of this one. The can opener effect, that jumbo set, you bring 2 extra blockers, they just open up that B gap, and it's up to you to try to stop it.
2nd and 2. Kellen Frankert rolls to the right. Now he looks left. He's got Brickman wide open. Brody Brickman to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Hopewell-Loudon. Kellen Frankert finds Brody Brickman out of the backfield. And the Chieftains go up 28-14 with 1:34 left to play here in the 3rd.
I don't know where the lapse was in the cover. Yeah, right there.
Right there it was.
It fell. Dangerous throw across the body by the quarterback.
And then a nice move at the end, too, to make the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
So what could have been disastrous turns into points and extends this Chieftain lead. Beautiful play.
Once again, that replay brought to you by our friends at Yellowstone Landscape. Jacoby Ellis in the shotgun. Back to pass. When they set up that screen once again, and that defense, they're eating that up, Tommy. That look is there, and it'll be there all night if that defense doesn't adjust. There's got to be somebody on that line that notices, hey, they're not blocking me. I got to back up.
So all night, Nate, you got about a quarter left in this one. So
you got about
together.
Just shy of 14 minutes left. Take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here, broadcast this regional semifinal live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Yellowstone Landscape, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Greene's Plumbing and Heating, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink, Dewald Family Farms, Stacey Mowery with Key Realty, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, First National Bank of Sycamore, Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse, SS Cleaning Services, BD Diesel, Webster Industries, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors bringing you high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And just a little over 12 minutes in both our regional semifinal matchups around the area, to where, again, Cary hold on to a 27-0 lead over Paulding. The Chieftains up 30-14 here in the third as well.
Return man fields it at the 20. Ryder Ryan on the return brings it back to the 35-yard line. All right, I don't know who's trying to call me, but you can stop because I'm not answering.
Your car's extended warranty is about to end.
Someone needs the Heart of Ohio ballgame.
Now Archbold, once again, forced to answer the call, needing to answer back. Minute 28 here in the third quarter. Pincer in the gun.
Oh, wow.
Sheds one, sheds two, but not able to get away.
Goodness. Just being hunted back here in the backfield. 1, 2, missed tackles. I got to get away from 3 of them. Wow.
Big Joe Ewald coming in to make the play.
Hey, Joe.
Where you going with that, Archbold, blue streak in your hands? And a motion as Pincer drops back. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be brought down again.
Might have got ahead maybe a couple yards on that one, but again, just
Chieftain
being
down
around.
off to the contact, though.
Oh, looks like he's good. Looks like the Blue Devils just scored another touchdown over there in Cary.
With this Cary Blue Devil team, they have just come alive here in the postseason, reminiscent of their state championship run a few years ago when they were able to get to the final. But this Cary team looking for a chance to get to the regional championship and also looking at a chance to capitalize on the 50th anniversary of their state championship. What better way to go back to the dance? But you got Paulding to get dispatched first.
Third and long. Maddox Pinner rolls to the right, looking, pressure. He's got to get rid of it. And he just throws it away. There's nobody anywhere near that one. And because he got it past the line of scrimmage, it will not be an intentional grounding.
He tossed that one.
Around, just like, I mean, this line is just kind of breaking down here at this point, guys.
Plus, Chieftains kind of help bring that arm, get their hands on it. But, I mean, that was the story of that drive. Pincer just running for his life out of the pocket for the past minute and a half as they're forced to punt with 19 seconds remaining.
You're going to have to let that one roll.
Punt rolls.
Everybody wants a flag for everything. Just chill. It's just a game. We're all right.
Blue Streaks will down it at the 23-yard line. That's where Hopewell-Loudon will take over. They lead it by 16, Tommy, with 9 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Game's not over yet.
It is definitely not over.
But they are in the driver's seat.
But over in Paulding, the Blue Devils are starting the buses as they lead the Panthers 34-0 now, Tommy. And it looks like that will be the opponent that awaits one of these teams. Whoever is able to come away with a win here tonight will likely face the Cary Blue Devils in the next round.
Gosh, that'd be the biggest matchup in the state.
And I'm telling you, if they shut us out, I'm going to...
Just still going.
Jason Kramer with a bruising carry up to the 35-yard line. Good for 12 yards. And a Chieftains first down. Brought to you by Greene's Plumbing and Heating.
You'll get the regional.
A lot more coverage this year than I'm used to.
But
that's the end of the third quarter. Chieftains lead it 30-14. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football. Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best, right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
And we're back here. Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains Stadium. Start of the third quarter sees Kellen Frankert take off up the middle, and he is into the open to the 50 and down to the 45-yard line inside Blue Streaks territory is Kellen Frankert. But Tommy, he's finding some running room in that defense right now.
I think the Chieftains find running room against almost every defense they play against over the past couple games. There's just no way to account when you got three backs coming at you.
And not to mention that line up front, Tommy, when they just, you might be able to, get some plays in the first and second quarter, but you think this line leaning on you for 4 quarters, when it gets to the fourth quarter, this is their time. This is their time to shine. And that's what they're doing right now. Big 15-yard gain on first down.
Imposing their will here.
Brody Brickman, high snap. He's got to fall on top of it, and they're going to lose some yardage. Loss of 10 all the way back to the 45-yard line.
Rather lose some yards than lose possessions. Huh?
Absolutely.
We talk about that 16-point lead by the Chieftains. I think that type of lead is really designed well for a team that's really just ground and pound and smash mouth football, especially when they get down the stretch. That plays into the hands well pretty much of the Chieftains. But if you're Archbold, again, still got some time to catch this one up, but you got to get some stops. You cannot allow these long, succinct drives to happen between the 20s.
Second and long. Frankert going to keep it. He spins out of a tackle, falls forward to about the 49-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too, Tommy. Little extracurriculars down there at the end of that one.
You got to play like you've been here before.
Some score updates from around the area as I look at the area teams that are still in action. Colonel Crawford up on Centerburg, 28-7. That one's in the third quarter. Cary leading Paulding 34-0. We mentioned that one is whoever wins this one, they'll face the winner of that one. Monroeville trails McDonald 27-13 in the fourth quarter. Chieftains bring a man in motion.
Who they got under center? Grimace.
Ellis slings it over the middle, complete. Kellen Frankert snags that one with fingertips, Tommy. You want to talk about just going up and snagging that one. Snatch it up.
What?
You and your Grimace guy.
Is that who quarterback for McDonald?
Yeah, and the running backs.
Grimace? Hamburger?
Touchdown, Burglar.
It's going to be fourth down coming up for the Chieftains. They'll have to punt it away.
Oh, wow.
They run out of the fry formation. I'll be here all night.
Kellen Frankert back deep to punt. High snap. He ends up getting the punt away.
That was the story of that drive.
And it's caught with a fair catch at about the 10-yard line. That's where the Blue Streaks will take over.
So a couple of high snaps allows Archbold to hang around and continue to try to get this one closer. 8:59 trying to chop away at this deficit.
Do have one more score update for you. Galleon leading Perkins in the fourth quarter, 14-7.
Trying to have it a nice team.
A little bit tighter than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, Galleon. I remember beating up on them.
1st and 10, Blue Streaks. Maddox Pinner drops back to pass, slings it right side. It's tipped.
Oh.
Big Joe Ewald gets his paws up there and knocks it down. Junior defensive end. Tommy, I thought he was a senior for a while, but no, he's a junior. That's another one that's coming back next year. They have such a strong junior class, this Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains squad. I know they got a lot of seniors on this team that are going to be moving on, but
they got a wealth of experience, too. I mean, they're just not seniors coming in for their first varsity campaign. I mean, these are seasoned kids.
One conference loss in their entire career. That's and every year they've had a playoff win.
That team's not playing football right now.
Pinner back to pass. He's going to go deep. He's got a man down the sideline, but that's overthrown and out of bounds.
That's a sophomore that threw that.
Excellent coverage by Lucas St. Gregory as he is step for step with the intended receiver, Morgan Harris. And that's the matchup to keep an eye on, folks, because if Lucas St. Gregory can keep him in check, that's what you want if you're Hopewell-Loudon. But a 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Just casually drops a 60-yard bomb.
Ooh. Wow.
Battle of the unbeaten, more like battle of the unevens there.
Well, Liberty Center is just, they're a juggernaut.
Wow.
Maddox Pinner drops back. He's pressured. Oh, he evades the sack and gets away from it.
My guy
is hit right at the line to gain and falls forward for the 1st down. The Moxie.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, I think he might be cramping after that one.
Talk about, again, the Nostradamus segment. I said this kid is going to have to put this team on his back and get some of his other playmakers to wake up and rally out behind Pinter and the rest of this Blue Streak squad. Good for the 1st down.
I'm going to tell you about our friends at Yellowstone Landscape, our instant replay sponsor tonight. You can transform your commercial property with Yellowstone Landscape, specializing in premier lawn maintenance, stunning property enhancements, and reliable snow removal. It's that time of year, folks. You got to start thinking about it. Trust their expert team for unmatched quality and service. Give them a call today, 567-332-7899, to get on board with the winning team at Yellowstone Landscape.
Do they have Rip and John Dutton come do your lawn?
Maybe.
Not that Yellowstone.
I thought we were the winning team. What is going on?
Pinner back to pass, evades the pressure, steps up. Now he's going to take off and run for it. Hit, but no wrap on the tackle there, Tommy. They just threw a shoulder at him, and he just bounced off of it, fell forward for a couple more yards.
Yeah, what makes you think that this team isn't going to be giving 110%? You got to wrap them up.
That's right.
Pinter won't go away quietly into that soft night.
Oh, they're going quickly here.
Continuing to rally. He's back in the gun.
Pinner over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Colin Short.
Just trying to get this replay in. They got right back up the line.
And that's just hasn't been there all night. There's been a couple times where
he's tough.
Yeah, Pinner tries to find his guy in stride, and they just can't connect. It's been one of those nights between this receiving core and quarterback.
Actually, I think that's a quarterback change now, Tommy. I don't think that's Maddox Pinner in there on that last play. That was Jarrett Ruffenocht. I'm probably butchering that last name, but he's back in there now. Maddox Pinner back in at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, it sounds a little Ruffenocht.
It might be a little Ruffenocht. Pinner slings it left side, complete. That's Krieger on the reception. And a big hit by Scotty Turco. As they pick up the 1st down. Another 1st down brought to you by Greene's Plumbing and Heating.
Right back at it again. They're just
Pinner,
going quick now.
Back to pass, steps up.
Oh, what a
Couldn't
play.
evade the pressure that time. Scotty Turco comes in and drops the quarterback right at the line of scrimmage. So doesn't count as a sack, but He'll get that tackle.
Brought down by number 59, Scott Turco. Second and long.
Turco just on this drive trying to take over.
Well, you want to talk about somebody that can put the entire team on their back? He probably could literally because he's a world champion deadlifter. Man.
Yeah. He gives a good meaning to the name Big Back.
2nd and 10, Pinner. They set up the screen on the left side, but the defense is all over it.
Oh.
They swarm to the ball and drop him for just a yard gain on the play.
They'll make you think twice before dropping a screen like that.
And number 13.
Getting up a little ginger after that one is Anderson Bentley. As he took the brunt of about 3 hits on that one, Tommy.
3rd and long here, guys. Big time down here.
Pinner, back to pass. Looking. Slings it over the middle. Incomplete.
Come on now.
That's probably going to go against
each other.
Yeah, it's just a case of them running into each other, Tommy. I don't know if that's necessarily a penalty on the defense, but this is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good no call. It's a
This is the ball game right here,
collision
Tommy.
at midfield.
This is it. This is the ball game right here.
With 6 minutes, I mean, you see how long it's already taken them just to try to get something going downfield. They just, with the way they're running this game, they don't have enough time to score twice if they don't get it here.
4th down and 9. If the Chieftains get the ball back here, it's going to be really tough for the Blue Streaks to come back in this one.
Chance to keep the season alive.
Maddox Pinner rolls to the right, looking, slings it, incomplete. Reese Hoover breaks up the pass, and the Chieftains get the turnover on downs. They'll take over inside Blue Streak territory at the 48-yard line.
I mean, you've heard of lights out defenses. This is a closeout defense. And what I mean by that is you force teams into uncomfortable situations to try to catch back up to you when you got a lead. And on that drive, you could seemingly smell the desperation start to occur as the Blue Streaks approached midfield on that drive, just trying to go for pay dirt over and over, finding the well had run dry on that drive.
I mean, is there any better feeling than being in the driver's seat in the football game, guys? Being in control.
Jason Kramer, the ball carrier.
Thought he was gone for a minute there.
Down to about the 39-yard, about the 41-yard line.
But yeah, it takes a little bit of weight off your shoulders when you're never behind in the game. You never have to have that, in the back of your head. You're in control. You're in the driver's seat. You're in the lead the whole time, and just makes it a little bit easier day for you and your team out there.
That's right.
That's all you try to strive for is
that's what these
controlling the momentum, controlling the tempo.
Chieftains are great at it. Like you said, Tommy, they're great at getting ahead of the opponents, making them have to work to try to get back. And it's no envious task, that's for sure.
2nd down and 3. They're going to hand it off. Kramer, the ball carrier once again, and he's got enough to pick up the 1st down. First down's brought to you by our friends at Greene's Plumbing and Heating. And that, Tommy, should just about be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do when you got a 2-possession game and you're averaging 4 yards a carry.
And you can't say that, the Blue Streaks at halftime, this was a close game, Tommy. They got that touchdown right before the end of the first half.
Yeah, they've kept it close.
To make it a 1-score game. And then they got the stop at the start of the second half that they...
I hope it just doesn't go away, man.
Yeah. Kellen Frankert going to keep it. And he carries it forward for about a 3-yard gain. And, if you're not familiar with this Hopewell-Loudon offense, you might be pretty confused that their attack... they are so diverse in the way that they can attack a defense. You want to run the ball, they can run the ball with four different players at any time. You want to pass the ball, they've got about 4 or 5 different receivers who can catch the ball, including any of those backs out of the backfield. They got a quarterback who can sling it just about as good as anybody out there, and they got 2 quarterbacks that can sling it. So,
yeah, Hopewell-Loudon.
Pick your poison. Hand off, Jason Kramer, the ball carrier. Ball on the ground, I think.
Yeah,
no,
came out.
But they do get it back.
Well, to your point, Hopewell-Loudon, they are definitely the exception to the rule A lot of times we say if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. But this team truly does have 2 quarterbacks, and they're able to rotate them and implement them in a way that is just so potent in the backfield between handing the ball off to different backs. And then when that goes awry, guess what? Then they got 2 or 3 first conference wide receivers that can burn you down the field too. So I mean, it just.
Nate, you talk about picking your poison. We're gonna have to pick ours here to get our fan of the game, or our fan of the game and our player of the game at the end of this one.
Fan of the game brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. We'll have that at the end of the ball game during our post-game show. So make sure you stick around for the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. We'll have our player of the game, and we'll have our fan of the game. Player of the game, of course, brought to you by our friends at Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Keeping these young men fed out there in the field with that delicious food. Make some Benchwarmers now.
Well, this is about the last bite of the apple here. Huge 4th down situation.
4th and 4. Probably figured to see a hard count. There it is. The Chieftains got them to jump, but they get back.
Wow.
They called that in the first half. I don't understand that.
I saw that one, yeah.
Like, they called that offsides in the first half. Why didn't they call it there? I'm going to have to take a referee's class. I really do.
Yeah.
I got to understand what's going on with this call with the offsides. There's got to be some kind
on the end or something.
Well, the kid that did it earlier was on the end too. I don't know.
I just saw it in that camera shot there.
Yeah.
One, it was just right. He was right on the edge there.
Timeouts brought to you by our friends at Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse. Folks, this weekend is the open house at Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse. Stop out tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, noon to 3. They're located on Greenfield Street, 907 East County Road 50. Go see all the beautiful holiday gift options they have. They have an option for just about everybody in the family. Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse is where tradition blooms, folks. Head on out there and make sure you tell them Heart of Ohio Sports sent you. Make sure you tell them, hey, I was watching the broadcast last night and I seen you guys sponsored. We really appreciate you supporting local athletics, because that's what it's about, folks. We can't be here if not for great community-minded sponsors like Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse.
Well, Nate, you want to talk about maybe some testimonials to some of our sponsors? I believe you told me the other day you had a message from the Driving Academy.
I actually talked to him in person. I'll talk about that here in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Jacoby Ellis back to pass,
4th
pressured.
down. Uh-oh.
And he's going to have to take a loss on this one all the way back at the 42-yard line.
Could be a turnover there, right? It was 4th down.
Turnover on downs for the Chieftains. Blue Streaks will take over at the 42-yard line. So you can't say it's over yet, folks.
Yeah.
There's still time to play.
So they didn't capitalize on
3:24
that
left to play. If the Blue Streaks are able to make a big play here.
I guess we do have a final from Cary. 41-6.
Wow.
With the Driving Academy you were talking about.
We'll talk about the Adventure Driving Academy. Joe Steinmetz over there at Adventure Driving Academy, phenomenal guy. I reached out to him. My son's taking driver's ed over there, and I reached out to him about sponsorship, and he's like, yeah, absolutely, because he's like East area guy, Republic area. So he got on with us for the first 2 weeks of the postseason. And I'll tell you a little bit more after this play. Maddox Pinner drops back, slings it down the right side, and it's incomplete.
So they were tangled up for a minute, but they're going to let him play.
But my friend from the Adventure Driving Academy told me, you know, the first weekend after we did advertising with you guys, he said, the views on my page went from 400 to over 1,000 in one weekend. That's a testimonial, folks. Those are results. The results are proven, and it works. You advertise with us, you're advertising with the best.
I mean, Nate, I never heard of them until they came to advertise with us. So it's another new customer right here if I was looking for driver's ed myself. But
We got a couple of nephews that are coming up soon.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 10. Empty backfield. Blue Streaks bring a man in motion. Fake it to the motion man now. Pinner steps up.
Looking deep again.
And he's going to have to take off and run. And this time the Chieftains defense wraps him up right around the 1st down marker.
They need that big play, but it's just the Chieftains just aren't going to give it up, you know.
Aiden Ewald on the stop, and Pinner a little slow to get up after the play here. I hope not, because our internet over there was awful last year for the Mohawk Columbus Grove game. if they want to host playoff games, my hope is that they improve their internet in that press box because it was atrocious.
Hey,
our reception is awful over there, but just run some Ethernet into each one of those boxes. It's a great stadium. It's a beautiful facility. They have a great fan base. Just take care of us guys up in the press box a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Guess the timeout's got to think some things over here.
Timeout brought to you by Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse. Let's thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Yellowstone Landscape, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Greene's Plumbing and Heating, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Dewald Family Farms, Stacey Mowery with Key Realty, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, First National Bank of Sycamore, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, SS Cleaning Services, BD Diesel, Webster Industries, and Feasel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I want to give a big shout out to Brad Daniel and Ailey Daniel with BD Diesel. They jumped on with us for some sponsorship this week. Just big Hopewell-Loudon supporters. Make sure, folks, they have a number of businesses in this community. They serve this community in many ways. Make sure you tell them you heard about their support here on the broadcast if you're out in the community. Any of the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains fans out there, big-time supporters, and we can't thank them enough for jumping on board with us this week.
Is it just me? Is this the world's longest timeout?
There's an injury.
Oh, I didn't see
injury
anybody
on the sideline.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
player down.
I was looking. I started looking. I'm like, why is this taking so long? But yeah, I didn't see the
You got
injury.
the score bug over where he's
always down.
Where they're tending to him at.
I gotcha. Yeah, I was lost there for a second. I'm like, timeouts
take
don't
a-
usually last this long.
Take a quick step aside maybe if we got time.
Let's see what we got.
We might have time to take a step aside timeout. What's that, Eric?
You guys should have some time. He's still down getting attended to.
That's not good. I don't like to see that at all.
Let's see what we got here then. Let me try something out here. Be right back.
And once again, we'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Get to know the faces that bring you the best in sports, life, and everything in between. It's the Pulse Podcast. Every Monday at 7 o'clock on YouTube. Only on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, and we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Nice to see him be able to walk off the field on his own power.
Now, he is a tough kid, man.
I love not the ideal way you want to end your season, but to be able to walk off that field with your
No, but
head
I have
held.
admired watching him play today, Tommy, because that young man, I mean, he's something special for these Blue Streaks. And they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the future, Tommy. There's a lot of youth on this Blue Streaks team. A lot of sophomores and juniors.
Best thing about playing a sophomore is they become juniors.
And Blue Streaks back to pass. They sling it left side, complete.
Is it number 10 back there?
Krieger on the reception. Breaks a tackle, and he's down the sideline. And then they hit him, but they don't wrap. I don't like that at all, guys. Let's wrap him up, drive him out of bounds.
Be enough for a Blue Streak first down.
But, yeah, in at quarterback now for Archbold is Jarrett Rufinocht.
Let's go, Greene!
Will the ball be placed at the 15-yard line? 2:47 left to play in the ball game. Blue Streaks on the move now.
I'll tell you, Nate, we don't know much about this Blue Streaks team, but here in just the last few weeks, seeing the interviews that Connor's done with the coach and stuff, I like the program and the whole atmosphere over there at that school.
Rufinocht throws it up into the end zone. It's tipped up into the air and incomplete. Reese Hoover on coverage, trying to find the intended receiver, Morgan Harris.
That one just kind of hung up there.
Yeah, it seems like they got some good leadership over there, and I'm sure there's some great things coming in the future for them.
That's what, when I talked to Coach Colatrulio, I talked to him about, this team. He said, we're lucky we got them this year because they're going to be a force to be reckoned with for the next couple of years.
It's going to get better and better.
Second down and 10. Back to pass. They sling it. Oh, wide open man in the end zone, but he dropped it. No way. Oh, Morgan Harris had a touchdown gifted to him right in the end zone, but unable to come down with it. He heard the footsteps.
My goodness.
Wide open. That one's a heartbreaker right there because that was a gift.
Yeah, that was your player spotlight tonight.
Broken coverage. It would have been his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, he had, I think, 9 on the season coming into this one, so he's no stranger to the end zone, but must have had that popcorn there at halftime.
3rd down and 10.
Gotta catch that, Brucey.
Jarrett Ruffenocht in the shotgun. Back to pass.
Looks for the corner of the end zone.
Boy, he slung that one. That was a beautiful looking throw. Did he catch it?
I think they're gonna say he's out.
Oh man, I don't know, Tommy. That was a beautiful looking throw. I mean, this kid's slinging it. Look at this. Look where he put that ball. Only his receiver was going to make that play. Now, he was out. Obviously, he was out. I know that. But that throw, man.
Beautiful one, yeah. You're talking about a game of inches right there. You're talking about an inch inside. You land in the end zone. That's 6 on the board right there.
When you talk about Maddox Pinter, the sophomore quarterback, went out with an injury. Now you have junior quarterback Jarrett Ruffenocht in at the quarterback position, and he's starting to move these blue streaks down the field. But a 4th down here, 4th and 10. Ruffenocht steps up. He's hit. He's dropped. And that should do it. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Chieftains will take over and look to close this one out with 2:22 left in the ball game.
Just trying to put the team on his shoulders, trying to do everything he can to save their season here, but 10 yards is a lot of yards to try to make up there.
I got to make an adjustment. It's Joe Kelbley, not Steinmetz. I got my names mixed up. Sorry about that, Joe.
For what?
Adventure Driving Academy. I should have just said Joe.
I mean, I tell you, Nate, you've been working with so many people in the community. I'm not sure how you keep their names straight sometimes.
Yeah.
We talk to a lot of people in this community.
Chieftains take over.
A lot of support in this community for these teams.
And they fake the handoff. Brody Brickman, the ball carrier, gets it up near the 15. They'll actually mark him down about the 17-yard line. Gains about 7. About 6, maybe 7.
You may not get off.
Not the 6-7.
Eric, you going to throw some stuff out here, or did you already do that?
No, not yet. I'm kind of waiting for a little.
Kind of waiting for the end of the game.
Well, I think this is a great time to be throwing stuff out here.
Yeah, I'm going to grab some stuff.
We got a minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah, it's about time.
Eric's waiting.
You kids want some stuff? Oh, bro, we're leaving.
You kids want some free stuff?
Game's over, bro.
I'm already leaving. Kellen Frankert, the ball carrier.
Get excited.
He should have enough to move the chains. And a flag flies in at the end of the play.
Somebody dropped the people's elbow down there.
Must have been.
Eric, you throwing stuff or you just handing it out? Let's find out here.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, let's see. That's not a throw.
He's like, oh, hold this for me, please. I can't throw unless you hold it.
Oh, listen to the crowd there.
There we go. There we go.
I like to see it.
Eric, show off the arm. Come on, get one up there. What do you got?
Oh, that little girl right in front.
Right in front of you, Eric.
Quit ignoring her, Eric. What are you doing?
Jeez.
He's like, why am I being yelled at? Flag on the play. Eric being mean to little kids that want stuff.
Down inside of a minute 30 to play here.
Now everyone's hollering at the Moon Kid wants something.
Oh!
They're all howling for sure. There you go.
Yeah, fans, let's go.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Chieftains smell a regional final appearance.
And then
Under a minute to go.
the best formation in football here, guys.
You guys didn't run that too much on the Eagles, did you?
Hey.
Didn't lose too many times either.
As Eric looks like a fumbly Santa Claus out here trying to pull toys out of his
Fumbling Santa Claus. Santa Claus?
Not Santa Claus. No.
Look at the sad. He made a sad face.
You kids want a koozie?
Stop it! Who doesn't enjoy a nice cold soda?
Soda. And that should do it, folks. The final play of the game. The Chieftains will move on to the regional final, where they will rematch the Cary Blue Devils for the regional championship. Wow.
And it's a party over here in Bascom tonight. The last game, regardless of what happened here tonight, the last game will be played down here in the valley for this team.
For the seniors.
Yeah, and they made the most of it. I said this team.
30-14. Your score here from Bascom. The Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains dispatch Archbold to end their season. And again, they will go on to meet the Cary Blue Devils in a rematch from week 1. And it's going to be live and paywall free, Bubba, right here in Heart of Ohio.
We're going to step aside, take a time out. We've got the post-game show coming up next, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our player of the game, brought to you by Benchwarmers. And we'll have our fan of the game, brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit to center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, and we're back here at Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains Stadium. Final score, Chieftains 30, Archbold 14. Hopewell-Loudon will move on to the regional final where they will face the Cary Blue Devils in a rematch from week 1. Tommy, what an incredible season for these Chieftains, and they are not done yet by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, you can't write these things out any better. The Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains looking to get back to where they were 1 year ago when they were dispatched by Patrick Henry. Now you fast forward the clocks. That week 1 matchup against Cary. They're able to dispatch Cary, and then you go into this last week when Cary was able to dispatch Patrick Henry. And just the way that you thought that monkey was off of Hopewell-Loudon's back, now arrives a new enemy that's already dispatched and already did what you were trying to do, and Cary's coming in, riding the edge of a lightning bolt, going into that regional championship against a Hopewell-Loudon Chieftain team that better not be sleeping on these Blue Devils.
And I'll tell you what, I think we have our players of the game down on the field here. Now, Eric, can they hear us? That's the question. We'll have to wait and see. They got to get things lined up down on the field, but we do have our Benchwarmers players of the game. We have 2 belts here tonight, folks, because we didn't have the X-Stream on the broadcast tonight, so we said, well, why don't we just bring that extra belt over with us just to make sure, because you never know what could happen. And you know what happened tonight? Tonight you had lockdown coverage on both sides of the field, and that lockdown coverage was provided by these 2 guys standing on the field right now, our players of the game. I have Reese Hoover, and I have Luca San Gregory. Reese, how we doing, buddy? Let me get you turned up here. Try it again. How are we doing?
Oh, man, am I getting him?
Uh-oh, here we go. Let's try that one more time. Reese, how's it going, man? How are we feeling after that one? All right, that's a big win for you guys.
Are we facing this way?
Yeah, let's get them to face us a little bit so that way they're, because I think you got people in between the mic. That's what's going on. But hey, I'll tell you what, big win for you guys tonight. Now, all week long, the message in the locker room, what was the message? Reese, what were the coaches telling you guys all week?
Basically just go out and be us and get the
Go out, be yourself, get the win. That's what's key when you're talking about a big game like this. A lot riding on the line, a lot at stake. Regional championship next week, but this week you got to take care of business. This Archbold team came in hot, scoring a lot of points against Seneca East last week. What did you see that you knew you had a chance to shut them down this week?
Obviously, they're great running and passing the ball. Our whole defense had to be great, and we came out there and we executed and got some stops, got the lead.
So your defense was key tonight. I think that was the biggest key to the game going into this one. You guys got some stops at the line and really limited their rushing attack. What was the focal point when you game plan for these guys? What were you trying to make sure you read your keys on in that run game? Because you guys did such a good job shutting down the run.
Our D-line's just great. They've been great all year, and they came in, did business per usual.
One thing that I love about your defense, man, is you guys can bring 4 up front, drop 7 into coverage, and you're still getting pressure. But I think a lot of that has to do with the coverage that you guys are doing down the field. I mean, just excellent, tight coverage all night long, man-to-man. Doesn't matter where, zone. You guys were all over it tonight. Excellent performance. Tommy, you got questions for our players of the game?
Well, sometimes they talk about it's better to dance with the devil you know than the one that you don't. Archbold, an unfamiliar opponent for you guys coming into this regional semifinal matchup, and not having many good looks on them, able to come out there and perform. I got to ask you, now that this game is behind you, are you guys prepared for next week in that regional championship? Because you are going to dance with the devil that you know. A week 1 opponent rearing its ugly head back into your guys' postseason, the Cary Blue Devils.
I love it.
What's going to be the mentality going into that one after already dispatching it? Is it going to be just business as usual and just concentrate on the week ahead?
Yep, you just heard it. We're ready. We want all of it. We're going to come out there ready. We've seen them before. It's going to be a battle.
Any message that you want to give?
Let's go Chieftains, baby.
I love it. All right, any shout-outs you guys got, man? I mean, big-time performance by the defense tonight, but where's your shout-outs going, Luca?
I'm going to go with the family, the football team, and the coaches, just like last time.
All right, Reese, who you shouting out, man?
I'm shouting out Kellen. He's a dog.
Well, I'll tell you what, you should shout out your whole team because everybody wanted you to get this tonight.
Yep. Shout out to everyone.
All right, big-time performance by these two, our players of the game, Reese Hoover and Luca St. Gregory, shutting down the Archbold Blue Streaks passing attack tonight. And I tell you what, you guys, good luck in the next round. We hope to be there next week with you. But once again, big-time victory. Go soak this one up. Enjoy this with your teammates, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Once again, your players of the game brought to you by our friends at Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Luca St. Gregory and Reese Hoover.
I want to throw those earbuds away, Eric.
Want to step aside real quick?
We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more of the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We still have our fan of the game brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Greene's Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, we take care of the systems in your home so you don't have to worry. With timely, experienced, and professional services, we're dedicated to meeting the needs of customers across the greater Tiffin region. From fixing your leaky faucet to installing quality heating and cooling systems, our focus is to prioritize your peace of mind. We care about your comfort at Greene's Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical.
Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back to Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains Stadium. Chieftains with the win over the Archbold Blue Streaks, 30-14. They move on to the regional final where they will face the Cary Blue Devils next week at a site to be determined. No more home seeds, no more top seed gets the home playoff game anymore, Tommy. Regional finals where they start with the neutral sites. So we don't know where that one's going to be, Tommy, but I got a good feeling it's between one of three places. It's going to be either Tiffin, Findlay, or Fostoria. One of those three places is going to host that game. I got a feeling it's going to be Tiffin. I don't know why. I just got this feeling like probably going to be in Tiffin.
You think Tiffin?
It just feels like that's the logical place to do
I think it's
right?
going to be. I think it's going to be Fostoria.
It's just. I hope not.
That's where you get relegated.
Nothing against Fostoria. I love the Fostoria people, love the Fostoria Stadium, but the internet over there last year gave us such a problem that I've got nightmares from that. So,
because I think Donnell is a fought over neutral site, and there's a lot of teams still playing and over in that area. So, I mean, that's
for sure. But once again, we have our fan of the game.
I was going to say, you want to talk about things that are fought over. How about being fan of the game here?
Our fan of the game brought to you by our friends at Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. And tonight, our fan of the game.
Eric sent me the name here.
Miley Alt is the name.
There you go.
Miley Alt is our fan of the game, brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants.
He said she was going crazy the whole entire game, so that's why she got picked as fan of the game.
Yeah, and they did fight over it when I went over there. So, they were fighting over that cape.
They knew. Word's getting out, man.
They're wanting, like, before I used to be like, you guys, somebody want to wear a cape? And now I go walk over there, I'm like, I need a fan of the game. And they're like, that's it!
I love it. Once again, big shout out to Dr. Jason Yanich and the staff over at Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants for jumping back on board with us this week as our fan of the game sponsor. Tommy, let me get your final thoughts on this one. Chieftains with a big win, 30-14 over the Archbold Blue Streaks.
I I think you really kind of control your own destiny at this point. You go into this regional final, you're not overlooking any opponent, but you're not staring down the barrel of an opponent that you haven't been able to append in the Patrick Henrys and the Lima Seniors and teams like that. You got a very manageable situation against Carey. Can't overlook them, but you've already dispatched the team once. But that could be feast or famine, because the team you've already played once, they are, again, it's one of those situations where they already got film on you. They already know what they're gonna throw at you. So you got to hope that a lot of these injuries that had happened later on in the season that were able to be recovered from for Hopewell-Loudon, those are going to pay off dividends down the stretch when you get this whole different look that you have against Carey than what you've seen in week one. And it's going to be the same thing for the Blue Devils. This is not the week one Blue Devils that you were accustomed to seeing in that first matchup. This is going to be, throw the record books out the window, throw the history books out the window. This one is going to be 48 minutes for the regional championship between two teams that couldn't warm up to each other if they were cremated together, and it's going to be live.
They just couldn't get enough of each other in week one. They had to get back at it and get a little bit more bite at the apple, huh? But once again, give you some score updates from around the area. Before tonight's game, we came into this one with 5 area coverage teams still in action. Talk about Perkins, talk about Hopewell-Loudon, Carey, Monroeville, and Colonel Crawford. Well, after tonight, there's just 3 left. Colonel Crawford gets a big win over Centerburg, 42-13. Monroeville falls to McDonald, 40-13 was the final in that one, ending the Monroeville Eagles season in the regional semifinal. Carey with the win over Paulding to set up the matchup with Hopewell-Loudon next week. Their score 41-6. And then Galleon upsets Perkins 17-14. There's your final score from that one. So just 3 teams left in our area that are still in the playoffs, and 2 of them are going to face each other next week, Tommy.
Oh, and it's going to be the matchup in the state to keep an eye on between 2 juggernauts in the Carey Blue Devils and the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains.
2 teams from the N10 still alive here in the playoffs. Incredible game here for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. But, Tommy, you can't say enough about these Archbold Blue Streaks. I really think this team, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with for the next couple of years. A lot of youth on that team, and they're going to remember what this tastes like. They're going to remember the bitter taste of defeat as they get ready for next season, as they start their off-season preparations. They're going to remember what this tasted like, and they're going to soak this up on the field. You see a few of them still out there soaking it up because they want to remember when they come back next year and try to get back on the horse and get another bite at the apple. But Chieftains, moving on. Let's talk about those seniors one more time, Greg.
Give one more shout out here since this is the last time they'll get to be on this field.
So this will be the final home game for the following seniors. We want to give a big shout out to Jack Calatrulio, Evan Elric, Ethan Link, Eli Benner, Luca San Gregory, Jason Kramer, Isaiah Hook, Mason Reinhart, Scott Turco, Aiden Smith, and Aiden Ewald. Big shout out to all those seniors.
Not a surprise we heard a lot of those names here tonight.
Absolutely not. Also, a couple other seniors on this list that are not on that graphic. Kieran Kaiser, Jarrett Levengood, and also Tristan Flory. I'm sorry, Taven Allred. Those are your 3 seniors that were not on that list. So, once again,
Great
incredible careers for those
for the Chieftains
seniors. But yeah, a beautiful night for football. A great night for the Chieftains.
We better wrap it up though, Nate. You know how they like to get out of here.
And yeah, we're gonna have to get things wrapped up and get out of here. We got a lot of equipment to pack up. But folks, once again, thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's thank our sponsors one more time and we'll wrap it up. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Yellowstone Landscape, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Greene's Plumbing and Heating, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Dewald Family Farms, Stacey Mowery with Key Realty, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, First National Bank of Sycamore, Wagner Flowershop and Greenhouse, SS Cleaning Services, BD Diesel, Webster Industries, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors bringing you playoff high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Big time performance by the Chieftains, and they move on to the regional final next week to face the Cary Blue Devils. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to thank everyone on this broadcast here tonight. We had a big crew tonight, so I want to make sure we thank everybody. First, I want to give a big shout out to Connor Roush. He was not on the crew tonight, but he did dedicate his time today coming over here, setting up the camera tripods, running some cables ahead of time, set up the banners before we got over here to save us some time with some of our setup. I just want to give him a big shout out and a thank you. And obviously his dedication in the week leading up to this game and doing some interviews with some coaches. He interviewed Coach Dominic from the Archbold Blue Streaks and also did an interview with Coach Jonathan Mershman. You'll get to see that tomorrow in the recap video when we play that back. But once again, big shout out to Connor Roush and also a shout out to the rest of our crew tonight as they did a phenomenal job here tonight. Top-notch production. You're not going to find anything like this around here, folks. This is one of a kind. Once again, shout out, thank you to Cooper Snyder down on the sidelines, Eric Hall down on the sidelines, Emma Maeglin on the camera, Donnie Hannam on the other camera, Greg the Wizard Kinn for making us look beautiful all night long, keeping us locked in, and Tommy the Motorcycle Maven Hall making us look good on the broadcast in the audio airwaves. And once again,
I think it's called making us sound good.
Making us sound good. Making us look good on the audio air, whatever. Once again, thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Chieftains 30, Archbold 14. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching the Pulse of the Buckeye State.
Rippenau steps up. He's hit. He's dropped. And that should do it. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Kellen Franker rolls to the right. Now he looks left.
He's got Brickman wide open. Brody Brickman to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Hopewell. Move into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage on the play.
The incomplete almost was eyeing.
Wait a second. That's the call. Minner back to pass. Little crossing route over the middle. They got a man into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Streaks. Morgan Harris takes the snap. Little head fake, and he is into the end zone easily. Kellen Franker from 6 yards out. Pinner fakes the handoff, gonna roll to the right, finds some running room, and he is into the end zone. Maddox Pinner runs it in to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, and he is gone! 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Hopewell-Loudon! And he is into the end zone, touchdown, Hopewell-Loudon!
Just great blocking up front.